there are always those that inspire us to achieve our potential, or at least give us that affirmation that it is possible. And for, as you know, from me, because I've discussed this repeatedly, Quentin Tarantino, he's my hero, and he's someone that, as an artist, represents the idea of being the rebel, right? He was outside of the industry. He came in and was able to make himself who he is today without having any film school, any film background, or any sort of wealth accumulated by his past family history. So what I want to ask you, Imaan, is who are the people in your life, both either in the industry or outside of the industry, that inspire you to keep moving, keep hustling, and keep going towards your dreams?
So in the industry, I would say it's definitely everyone, everyone that is in the industry, I guess. Like I said, it goes back to when I was a little girl and I just watched whatever movie and I'd be like, wow, there's people like acting in front of us. And it's everything. It's the crew, it's the cast, because I've always thought film is just magic. You literally have every possible art in a movie. It's crazy. It's amazing. So anyone, honestly, that's in this industry, that's pursuing this industry, especially anyone who's a person of color. It's hard enough to go into this industry, but being a person of color like myself and doing it is a whole other ball game, but good to those people who are doing it. And
Right.
so those people inspire me, those ones who have made it in this industry or who are doing it. It's like, you gotta follow your dreams. You gotta relentlessly go after what you believe in. And if that's a certain art that speaks to you, then you do it no matter what. And people close to me, there's definitely a couple people that are close to me, very close to me, who have been relentlessly supportive. I won't name names, they know who they are.
Yeah, shout out. So
Right?
there's no celebrities, no actresses, anyone that inspires you, to female or male, that you say to yourself, I can get to their caliber one day?
I would just say I never really thought of it like that. Like, you have Tarantino, which I
Right.
completely understand, but I don't think I have a Tarantino per se. I think it's just
That's
like
fair.
all these incredible creative people who I just look up to. And if I see a movie and if something speaks to me, then it'll be that. Like, I could name a bunch of actors and
Yeah.
actresses that I think are incredible, but then it wouldn't really be answering the question, because the answer to the question is more like it's everybody in a
Yeah, I
whole.
can understand. Yeah, I can understand your dilemma in answering the
Or like
question.
it's a collective thing. It's a
Yeah,
collective.
no, for sure. No, for sure. I relate to that, because when people ask me as a director, oh, so what's your favorite film? Because I always get asked that question. I can't pinpoint one film. I tell them like a list of them, right? That kind of make up who I am as a person or as an artist, really, collectively, like you said, right? So you don't pinpoint one person. But yeah, for me, as I've talked to you ad nauseum about it, Tarantino is like my inspiration. It's just I don't know what it is. Like, as I get older, as I get more serious about the career, I kind of look at how he became who he was, and I say to myself, that's such a great career path to follow. He became a brand, and whenever a film is out, you look forward to him. You look forward to what he creates, as opposed to sometimes the actors involved in them, or maybe the story itself. It's what came from the mind of Quentin Tarantino. So that's something that I aspire to. But I was curious, as for you as an actress, if you have those same kind of aspirations, right? But that's fair to say, like when you watch a film, you judge it on based on how it inspired you, and it's not dependent on who's involved in it. So I can respect that for sure.
I will say though, to add to that, like,
Yeah.
one of the first movies that I remember as a kid being like, wow, to the actress, if that helps,
Yeah.
and made me connect, was Moulin Rouge, Nicole Kidman in that as the teen. And
Okay.
that's still to this day one of my favorite films. I think
Right.
she's an amazing performance, and it just made me feel all these things. And maybe I was probably way too young to be watching that. I was like 8 years old, but
Right. We
it's
all, don't worry. I watched Goodfellas around that age too. That movie's definitely not for kids. But that's what makes us great artists, right? Is that we know great art at a young age. We start at a young age.